This module discusses the importance of digital safety.
Today, most of us are online more than ever before. Unfortunately, some people use the internet for bad purposes.
We have important topics to cover in this module. Understanding your digital footprint, recognizing your personal information, cyberbullying, sexting, sextortion, and digital safety resources. Click on each topic to learn more.
Part of protecting your digital self is making good choices. Common sense, ethics, wisdom, and good judgment help you make smart choices. Remember, your online activities live on forever. This video illustrates how your life can be impacted by simply sharing passwords.
I used to have a best friend named Katie. We shared everything, even our passwords. One day I got online and noticed a bunch of emails from someone whose name I didn't recognize. The subject was, "You look hot." I opened one up and read what it said. It was from a guy at school who was 2 grades older than me. He said he wanted to do stuff that I'm embarrassed to even say. These girls at school, the beautiful people as I call them, they convinced Katie to give them my password. She thought that if she gave it to them, it would make them like her. I think she was scared too. These girls do mean things to everyone. Anyway, the girls got into my email and sent emails to all the senior guys that looked like they were from me. In the email was a picture of me with no clothes on. They got a picture of someone else from an adult website and photoshopped my class picture headshot on it, I guess. Then they wrote things like, "I will do anything to make your fantasies come true," and signed my name. Since it came from my account, everyone thought I really sent it. Now I can't go anywhere at school without guys looking at me funny and people whispering and pointing at me when they think I can't see. I don't have any friends, and I don't even talk to Katie anymore. I feel so alone. I wish I could move somewhere and start over. I thought it was safe to share my password with my best friend. Now I know you can't. I wish I could disappear.
Make sure you have a strong password. Strong passwords have letters, numbers, and special characters. Make sure you change them often. And don't let anyone use your passwords. Predators can be lurking in all social media and games. Make sure your privacy settings are on for each app and every game. And always be careful about information you share about yourself online.
There is some information that's probably fine for you to share, such as information about our programs and your hobbies and interests. As long as you have permission, it's usually okay for you to post pictures of family and friends. If you're talking to other players while gaming online, conversations about the game are fine as long as you don't share any personal information. Sharing personal information online, like your location, schedule, address, and favorite places to hang out, can give predators all the information they need to find you. This video discusses the risks of creating friendships with strangers online.
It happened to me 5 years ago. My parents were divorcing and things at school and with friends weren't too good. I felt like the world was falling down around me. That's when I met someone online. We would chat about everything in my life. I finally had someone to take my side and see things my way. I had someone who put me first. No matter how much I thought we could trust each other, I knew better than to meet in person with someone I had met on the internet. But one day, when school was dismissed early, there was someone waiting for me at my front door. I never thought I'd find myself in this situation. I learned the hard way that no matter who you think you're talking to online, there are people out there looking to hurt you. It doesn't matter if they're male or female, or if they look a little rough around the edges, or even if they're the most beautiful person. These people exist, online and in the real world.
It happened to me too. I was 14 and someone online sent me a private message. I shouldn't have responded, but I messaged back and 7 days later, agreed to be picked up outside of my house at midnight. I was taken to another house and what happened there was terrifying. I'll remember it for the rest of my life. I felt numb and powerless and didn't know what to do. I was too afraid to tell my parents and ashamed of what everyone would think of me. But hiding it was a mistake. I saw the car that I was taking and driving around my neighborhood all summer long. Was I being targeted again, or was someone else being victimized? I finally decided to tell someone.
I have to live with the decision I made to trust someone I met on the internet.
But the important thing is that I told someone. I'm not a victim, but a survivor.
Nobody ever thinks it will happen to them. Think twice before checking in at locations and sharing your personal information, even on social media or gaming sites that you think you know.
If you experience this or hear of it happening to someone else or experience these feelings, immediately tell a trusted adult. In an emergency, call 911. Additional resources are the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 1-800-273-8255. The Cyber Tip Line, 1-800-THE-LOST, which is 1-800-843-5678, or you can go to stopbullying.gov for more resources specific to bullying. Cyberbullying is using social media 24/7 to engage in verbal and social bullying by hate speech, threats, insults, shaming, rumors, and catfishing.
Cyberbullying can cause someone to seem reluctant to join activities or connect online, come to activities late or leave early, seem afraid or act nervous around certain people, be secretive, show increased anger for no obvious reason, post or talk about wanting to carry a weapon for self-protection, text or talk about loneliness or suicide, take blame for all their problems, not stand up against being teased or pushed, suddenly have fewer friends, both live and online.
This video will show how you can't take something back once you post it.
I heard about a lot of things my friends were doing online that were really mean or just plain crazy. I never thought I would do anything like that. One day my friend Pat showed me a website he made. He posted a list of girls in our school and had guys we know go on and rate them. Sort of a hot or not kind of website. I thought it was pretty funny, so I rated them too. We had a good laugh, and I thought that was the end of it. The next day, everyone at school was talking about it, He had sent it out to the whole school to see. I could tell a couple of girls had been crying, and I knew it was because of what the guys had said about them and how they looked. I felt bad, but I didn't really get it until I went home that night. Turns out, the guys had put my little sister on the site too, but hid it from me because they knew I would get upset. She was crying when I got home, and she wouldn't even look at me. I would never have said those things to someone's face. I didn't even mean them. I thought it was just a joke between friends. Now Pat's suspended from school, and they might kick me out too. Once you put something online, you lose control of it. You can never get it back, and people can use it in ways you never even meant. I learned that the hard way. I wish I never saw that stupid site.
If you experience this or hear of it happening to someone else, tell them to ignore the text or post and tell a trusted adult. Sexting is sending or receiving nude pictures or videos of yourself or someone else digitally. While it may seem like innocent fun, you need to realize several things. It is illegal. No image is permanently deleted. Once uploaded, even if immediately deleted, the image can be captured and will continue to exist in cyberspace worldwide. This video shows more about sexting and what can happen when you post photos and information online.
You probably get lots of messages every day. But what if you got one like this? What would you do? Would you send a picture? No? Cool. That's an easy way to protect yourself. But what if you'd chosen differently? What if you send the picture? They'd never share it with anyone else, right? Do you want the picture shared with others? Sorry, you no longer have a choice. It's out of your hands now. Because sometimes people we trust break that trust. Maybe the person you sent the picture to shows it to some friends. Maybe they send it to a couple friends, who send it to a couple more friends, who... you get the idea. It spreads. And you never know who might see it. Your little brother? Your mom? Other people at school?
Seriously?
And I would never.
Even strangers could get a hold of your picture. You never really know where that picture will end up.
Look at it.
How long it will be out there? Or what the consequences will be. Don't let others decide what happens to your image. Think before you share. Learn more at netsmarts.org. And hey, if your image is already out there, know that it's not your fault. For information about removing sexual pictures and videos from the internet, visit missingkids.org/gethelpnow.
If you experience this or hear of it happening to someone else, immediately tell a trusted adult. In an emergency, call 911. Additional resources are at the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 1-800-273-8255. The Cyber Tip Line, 1-800-THE-LOST. You can never get your pictures back or stop the spread once you've shared them. This could lead to bigger problems. The images can be used by friends, enemies, or cyber predators to embarrass or shame you, or for extortion of money or sexual favors, which the FBI calls sextortion. This video helps explain what sextortion is, how to recognize it, and what to do about it.
Hey, Zach. It's me. I can't stop thinking about you. I know you've been waiting for this for a while. I wanted to give you something special.
Who are you? Why are you doing this?
Often when we think of sextortion, we think of female victims, but in fact, teenage boys are often the target of sextortion. The Washington Post reported on this next story back in 2016. A man catfished himself as a female modeling agent to over 150 male teenage athletes and got them to send nude pictures by telling them they could get a $1,000 modeling gig. This video tells the rest of the story.
On Tuesday, a trial reported as the largest child pornography production case in Minnesota history ended in a St. Paul courtroom, with the accused, 32-year-old Anton Martinenko, sentenced to 38 years in prison for what the Minneapolis Star-Tribune called a massive sextortion scheme. Martinenko had set up fake online profiles, often posing as teenage girls, in order to lure teenage boys into sending him nude pictures, which he would then post online. He also managed to persuade 3 of his targets into committing sexual acts on him, with 2 of his victims subsequently committing suicide. Appearing in court, one of Martinenko's many victims, now 21 years old, said, "My life has become a living hell," while another, 19 years old, called Martinenko a terrible human being who spent years of his life making hundreds of teen boys miserable.
If you post something that is a mistake, tell a trusted adult. They can help you figure out how to limit the damage to you, your family, your friends, and even those you may dislike. If you experience this or hear of it happening to someone else or experience these feelings, immediately tell a trusted adult. In an emergency, call 911.
We covered a lot of very important and useful information. Click on the images to download the PDFs. You can make a difference if you recognize when something is happening to you or someone else online and report it. If you experience this or hear of it happening to someone else or experience these feelings, immediately tell a trusted adult. In an emergency, call 911. Additional resources are at the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 1-800-273-8255. The Cyber Tip Line, 1-800-THE-LOST, which is 1-800-843-5678. Or you can go to stopbullying.gov for more resources specific to bullying. Remember, help is available. Congratulations, you've completed the digital safety module.